even the President of the United States does not have clearance to go into Area 51.
Wow.
The President cannot come to Area 51. And a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of high officials, the Secretary of Defense cannot, Secretary of State cannot. So I've got to ask myself, wait a minute, if there is an installation out here off of what we call extraterrestrial highway, Area 51, if there's a military installation that even the President of the United States is not allowed to be here,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Exactly.
This is actually one of the gates going to the facility that we call Area 51. This is just one of the, there are different gates. But just as we are looking at them, they are watching us from the hills right now. Here we are at about, what is it, 11:15. Out here in the middle of nowhere, 20 miles north of Alien, 11:15 at night. This is the exact spot where I had the experience back in 1989 of December.
Like, do you feel like you're coming full circle revisiting this again, or is this like a...
Yeah, because I've often felt that I have was some kind of an initiation into my destiny that night many years ago in 1989 when I had the experience here. I definitely felt that it was some kind of a beginning for me, some sort of an initiation into something that was going to come later in life.
It seems kind of really far apart from each other, the two subjects, when you're talking aliens and when you're talking biblical history or you know, symbolic history, which you especially now touch upon in a lot of your lectures.
Yep.
And my thing is, like, when you talk about the two subjects, or let's say when most people talk, they seem so like foreign to each other. But when you look at it, it actually all ties into it, and you're touching upon it. But I think I just especially love that clarification, how it really all intertwines with itself, like from the study of the constellations to, you know, prehistory, what our ancestors 20,000 years ago were doing, to what's in the Bible, a lot of the symbology you're doing, you know, and a lot of what the Illuminati believes in, and then to the basis of something like where people try to, you know, just say it's foolish, but like aliens.
Yeah.
But how in all essence it's all interconnected.
Well, I mean, if you go back to the Hebrew scriptures to start with, not even the Christian scriptures. Of course, in the Christian tradition, the Apostle Paul said, and all Christians will remember this, the Apostle Paul said to be always hospitable to all men, for some have entertained angels unaware. What is that saying? The Apostle Paul in the Bible is saying to always be hospitable to everyone you meet, because many have entertained angels unaware. Well, obviously, that's what the Old Testament was all about. The Old Testament in the book of Genesis talked about Abraham in Genesis 18. There's a whole story about Abraham and Sarah and how three men come walking up into the camp. Go look at it yourself in the Bible, in the book of Genesis 18. And it says that Abraham and Sarah had three men come walking up to their tent, and Abraham went out and bowed down before them and said to the men, "What is my Lord saying to his servant?" Well, we know in Hebrew tradition that was something you would never do, is bow down to an angel. God said never to do that, to bow down to an angel. You only bow down to God, not an angel. Well, Abraham bowed down. That said, he laid on the ground and bowed down before the three men that come walking up, and said, "What is my Lord saying to his servant?" For lack of a better term, the aliens. And of course, even in the Bible, we talk about angels and God and the angels and the good angels and bad angels. Well, Christians don't mind talking about angels. Obviously, angels come from heaven. Well, I got to tell you something. If angels come from heaven, that means they're extraterrestrial.
Exactly.
You know, so just because I'm saying extraterrestrials I talk with, well, so did the Apostle Paul and so did the Apostle Peter. They talked to extraterrestrials because the Bible said they talk to angels, and angels don't come from here. They come from out there. The Christians will tell you that the demons are all here, and the demons are coming, and Armageddon and all that. Well, there very well might be something to this idea that there are other life forms out there, bad angels, demons, whatever you want to call them, but they are coming, and they are going to invade our earth and do something with us. And therefore, the government is aware that they're coming and can't do anything about it, and therefore is preparing us
with the TV propaganda,
television, movies, Spielberg.
Because I for sure have noticed that aliens have transformed from that gray, skinny-looking being to aliens are now me and you. They look like me and you.
And now with the latest movies, cowboys and aliens.
Yeah, all of that.
I mean, it used to be cowboys and Indians. What are they telling you?
Yeah.
The concept,
conflict,
good or bad, but the concept was cowboys and Indians implied the animosity between the Native Americans and the white man, the cowboys and the Indians, right? Well, now it's not cowboys and Indians. Now it's humans and aliens, cowboys and aliens.
Exactly.
So what Hollywood is telling you is, and Hollywood's been trying to tell you, Spielberg's been telling you with all of this E.T., and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and God knows all the other, and his 19-hour miniseries called Taken.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg has a lot of things, but stupid is not one of them.
Yeah.
And when he's spending millions and millions of dollars on movies like E.T. and Close Encounters and Taken and God knows all the others, movies that he's making about extraterrestrials and Transformers.
Yeah.
Transformers.
Exactly.
And so I'm saying that it's very possible that Steven Spielberg and people like him know and are given directions by government. Get the people ready. Prepare the people for a coming invasion, because they're coming whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So prepare the people so that when they do show up, people are not going to flip out. They're going to say, yeah, I've seen this in movies. This is, So they'll at least consciously they will already be set for accepting alien life forms coming from out there. Because I'm telling you, as far as I'm concerned, I am totally convinced alien life forms are here right now. And things I have seen, things I have witnessed with my own eyes, I have seen things which tell me that they are here now.
Well, I mean, why would you go through all that effort just to fly here and then not interact?
Interact, absolutely. And obviously, if they can come here, we can't go there. So if they can come here, we better make friends with them.
Exactly.
Because they're. And then when you hear so-called scientists, and believe me, that's a subject I get on. I abhor people who call themselves scientists. Because it's my book, as far as I'm concerned, 98% of the people on the face of the earth that call them scientists are nothing but religionists. They have a religion. Mm-hmm. They're not scientists.
Yeah.
Scientists have open minds, intellectually astute, and want to hear, want to examine the facts, and want to see what the facts are.